Hello, beautiful spirit. Yes. My name is Nadira Lugg, and I'm the president and founder of One Love and Light Center and your Clarity Queen, also on yourclarityqueen.com. Here to give you your February clarity report, but it's different this time. Usually I go by moons, whether it's a full moon or new moon energy. Well, your girl's been traveling, your girl's been doing a conscious living expo. So I had to stay focused on my work, my healing, my play, my love, and enjoy all the workshops and the people that I met. And so, even though I missed that first day of the new moon in Aquarius, we are still in the sun sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is also occupying Mercury, which is communication, Mars, which is our action, our desire, our the way we put out energy, and also Pluto, which is transformative energy, and Sun season, which is our the personal relationship, our ego, our self identity, things of that magnitude. And so I decided to do something different, and this is a special Happy Valentine's Day edition slash Aquarius season. Stop playing. Since we in all these planets of Aquarius. And this is today is I'm filming this on February 14th, right before I go on to my Astro Talk job and help others. I decided to go ahead and film it now. I got my red on, and I just want to say happy Valentine's Day slash happy Galentine's Day for all of the viewers here right now, for you, my love. And so I personally, I don't put a lot of stock into Valentine's Day, but I'm so happy to celebrate Galentine's Day. And the reason being is because hubby and I celebrate Valentine's Day or just express our love every day so that we don't need a Hallmark day for that. But if you do, my love, carry on, have fun, enjoy. I'm wearing red because technically the moon is in Aries right now. Aries, right spank dab now, and it will be moving into Taurus very soon. So I'm embracing the red. And after I did the reading, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and embrace this red for a minute, but you'll understand why. I digress. And so, um, let me begin with a little information. So, Aquarius, since we're in the sun sign of Aquarius, happy birthday to all my Aquariuses, brothers and sisters. But this is the sign of the humanitarian. So, a lot of the term word for keywords or titles that are associated with the Aquarius sign are the revolutionary, the inventor, the genius, the truth slayer. And so high road again is being the humanitarian, making sure everything is good for the betterment of the people. Spontaneous, free spirit, very analytical. It is a fixed energy. Aquarius falls in line in the fixed energy category as well as like Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. So what you see is what you get. And so ruled by a lot of routine and things like that. They have a system for everything. And so a little of the rebellion side can come out and they can rock the system when they feel like that it needs to be challenged in a way. So the low road can also be, like I said, rebellious, inflexible, again, fixed energy, detached, and contrary to what's going on. Okay. So again, always ready to be the first ones to be like, this don't flow, this don't go. I don't like it. A couple to give you some more ideas of Aquarius energy. Some of the famous Aquarius out here would be like the likes of Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Andre 3000, those who go over and beyond than just the average and questioning the average, okay? Must extend and keep going forward. And so those are just a couple of the most famous ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Now, the ruling planet of Aquarius is the popular and energetic electrifying planet of Uranus or Uranus. It's all about how you pronounce it. But for from this point on, you'll be hearing me say, as I've often said before, is Uranus. Okay. And so the planet of Uranus brings about again electric energy. It is the energy of the reformer. Okay. Again, if it's not good, it brings abrupt change. It brings a contrast to everything. It brings, like I said, it can mess with the nervous system and just electrify or just volt it up. Okay. That is the energy that Uranus brings. And also, Aquarius is governed by the 11th house. And so a lot of the terms and keywords that go along with the 11th house can be friendships, can be neighborhoods, communities. I'm going to go down the line. We have groups, definitely friends. It is the house of friends, clubs, organizations, hopes, rewards, wishes, humanitarian endeavors, love beyond the personal, adopted and stepchildren. Again, it's the unusual. It is the difference of just bringing in something new, something of hope. In tarot, you would see Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius, or its governing energy represented in the star card, and also in what would be the other one? I can't think off the top of my head. Uranus energy would be like the tower. Wait, is that Mars or tower? I want to say it's the tower off the top of my head, but I'll come back and correct or take a look and we'll go over it later on. Okay. But that is the energy we are working with. And again, come through that. I'm happy that I am in this area right now. Like I said, we have Pluto, we have Mars, we have Mercury, and we have the sun energy. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here for all of it. It's a wonderful air energy. So you definitely will see a lot of the communication that comes along with Aquarius because, again, they are the inventors. So anything of innovation, they are ready to talk about, spread the word, get it out there, as well as just do it. How about that one? Now, I'm ready for it because once in 20 years, this happens every 20 years with Aquarius being in the sign of Pluto, there's drastic change that happens. And so it's an upheaval of everything, whether it's government, and you probably have been noticing a lot of changes occurring or people questioning why, just period, why. We don't have to fall in line anymore. People are out here questioning with a why. And again, it's one of those things where we question government, our education, our food, it's just the question of if it doesn't work, we need to change it. Okay, we haven't experienced anything like this since Woodstock. That's why when people hear the age of Aquarius, they are down for it. So I don't know about you, but again, I'm happy for it. I'm embracing this wonderful change, and I look forward to seeing and being a part of it. And I'm sending out loving energy that you are excited to be a part of it too. It is not about being a part of the problem, it's about being a part of the solution. And so, with our high vibes, with our wonderful energy, let's get vibey with it. Let's go ahead and ask some questions. Let's make some change for the betterment of all. Come on, some global changes, some global healing. Come through. Let's raise this vibration together, okay? So, when you shout out to all my beautiful subscribers, I appreciate all the love. And when you receive this message, please hit that subscribe button. If you are not already subscribed, hit that like button once this message resonates with you. And please understand that these readings, these clarity report are timeless, which means that when you see this, you would be seeing this at the right time that you are supposed to see this. So it doesn't matter whether or not I filmed it on Valentine's Day, it's going to reach you at the appropriate time when you are supposed to read the word, because that is the energy I am sending out, that you receive the message that you need to hear right now. Come through. Yes. And so without further ado, this message is for you on how best you can go ahead and connect to this current energy to be your best self. So you are aware, and it brings awareness to all your blessings, to all your gifts, and even to challenges should those come up. But Either way it goes, you are aware and working with this energy till we get to the next moon cycle, which will be a full moon in Virgo. Come through February 19th. All right, let's get this started. As always, I begin with the tarot card. Yes, all right. So first things first, we have nine of cups, but this is interesting because this nine of cups fell just like this. And when it comes up just like this, I read both sides. There's a reason being, and I'll explain why. And underneath the deck, we have the the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands. My inspiration also for wearing red today come through. And so let me go down the line. We also have Leap. We have Star Mother, because I brought out different, again, we're talking about Aquarius, so how can we help our fellow people? I brought out our light worker cards. Trust the Niggle. Let's see here. We have, and because it is Valentine's Day, I have my romance cards. We have children, express your love. And then I have self-love, because you got to have self-love. We have connect with earth, intuition, and look into the stars. So come through. Let's get this download. First things first. Nine of Cups. Now, wonderful Nine of Cups is pretty powerful. And let me explain why, because we're almost at 10. Now, when this card is upright, oh my goodness, we are hitting the pinnacle of completion. We are hitting fulfillment. We are hitting wonderful family. We're hitting legacy. We're hitting happiness. So some of the key words that are associated with Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Remember, cups is water. It's water. While wands is a fire energy, okay? So we have a little bit of water with some fire. So Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, completely content, wishes come true, feeling good, full, happy, satisfied, awesome. Like I said, true, awesome. Now, when it's in reverse, though, when it is in reverse, it comes under a hollow feeling, a hollow feeling. Some of the key words to go along with this is self-indulgent, materialism, selfish, imbalance, addiction, emptiness, overindulgent, and excess. Now, I do believe the reason why it came sideways because some of these words are associated with some of the energy that is associated with the sign of Aries, because Aries rules the first house, and that house is about self, whether it's our physical, whether it's our mental, whether it's the attention that we give ourselves, whether it's the clothes that we wear. It can also be associated with a bit of selfishness. But remember, for me, it's not about a positive or a negative. It is about if we stay consistent with the law, the universal laws, it's about the law of neutrality, okay? And so it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing. It's just one of those things where selfishness can play a part in our work or in our daily life. And let me give you an example. There are times where we must be selfish with our time and with ourself and even with our love. Reason being is because how can we branch out and help anybody or provide love for anybody if we are dwindling in love for ourselves or time for ourselves? If we are tired because we've been helping everyone, we have nothing to give for ourselves. That means burnout. That means tired. That means restlessness. That means stress. And so there are moments where there has to be associated with a bit of selfishness that goes along with this energy. And so it being sideways, it brings on a message. But here, let's add the extra part. We have Queen of Wands, stylish, stylish, trendsetters. And so some of the words that are associated with this queen is charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary. So that's also a part of Aquarius energy as well. You will hear that a lot. The visionary. So who come through, even though this is of a Leo, with that fire, remember we are in an Aries moon. Stay with me. I know you got me. Visionary, strong, and sexy. So yes, we are in our for most are in our Valentine's Day energy. We're feeling love. We're feeling frisky. We're feeling sexy. We feeling it. We probably went out, spent some money on some outfits. Some of us got our hair cut. Some of us probably got our hair done. Somebody got their nails done, manicures, everything, went shopping, did everything they wanted to do for today in preparation of being with a significant other, or even if it's just for the maintenance of self. Because again, I'm a firm believer. The first sign of love is supposed to be dealt out to self first and foremost before we can pass it on to anybody else. And true, I start my day. If anybody read the article that I was in at Canvas Rebel, so shout out to Canvas Rebel. But one of the things that I did mention in that interview is before I start my day, before I even get out of the bed, I start with the meditation. I start with whatever I need to get my life together. So if that's a meditation from myself, a meditation that I'm listening to on an app or on YouTube, or something of upliftment, an affirmation, breathing, Reiki session, it does not matter. I start with myself first, and then I go share my energy with my husband, and then I share my energy with the world in those orders, okay? Because if nothing else, my first conversation begins with me and God, and me giving thanks and gratitude for all the blessings that have befallen on me. I give time and gratitude for my ancestors and my spiritual guides and my angels, and I'm spending time in that meditative state with that. And so when I bring all of this together, all I am hearing right now is whether or not you are in the reverse or whether you are upright, there is a source of feeling for self and finding fulfillment for ourselves. There is a place where we need to always remember in everything that we do, we must have balance. And so there is a space right now, and I need someone to really hear this. There is a space right now where indulgence and a feeling and fulfillment is meeting halfway. So if you are in a space to feel like you're imbalanced or you're more concerned about materialism, even on Valentine's Day, please, I need you to have room for space and understanding. If you did not receive a box of chocolates, if you did not receive a card, if you did not receive that phone call, please understand and recognize that there is some fulfillment within you. And you, my dear, do not need recognition from someone else to feel fulfilled. I need you to hear that. Those in the back, I just need you to hear that. When we do that, it's a sense of releasing power from ourselves. And I really need to reiterate that, and it's coming more and more loud. Fulfillment does not come from anyone else but self. It comes from a place within. It's emotional fulfillment and happiness that we can provide for ourselves. If you are in a space and a place where you feel grateful that again, you are alive, that you are able to shop, that you are able to get in a car to go shopping, if you are able to have money to go buy the things you want to do to go shopping, if you are able to purchase the meal that you wanted to because you have the money, you have the transportation, or you have the company to spend this Valentine's Day or any other random day, these are the things that provide emotional fulfillment. When we get wrapped up in all the materialism and the things and the symbology of what Valentine's Day, this is when it gets so corrupt. Remember, Valentine's Day was no more than a marketing ploy. That's it, that's all. A day that was placed on the calendar to increase sales, whether that was in candy or chocolates or flowers or cards. It was a Hallmark holiday. That's it, that's all. Valentine's Day should be something that is celebrated every single day, and you use your fierceness as a stylish trendsetter with confidence, with courage, with the energy of knowing that no matter what day it is or where I go and whom I'm with, It does not matter because this person, this queen, this king showed up as their most authentic self. And I am happy with that person. You are happy with that person. And so I really need that to be connected as we go out here today, hoping, wishing, praying that somebody that, oh, I wish I could spend Valentine's Day with somebody. Why? Because they dictate whether or not you consider yourself to be complete or whole. You, my dear, are complete and whole. Whether or not you are sharing space with someone else or a conversation with someone else. And especially if there are those out there thinking it needs to be with significant other, I love the fact that there's a celebration of Galentine's Day versus Valentine's Day. Express love to your fellow friends. Express love to the ones who you know have been there through thick and thin. Express love to the ones who, on a moment's notice, if you needed to cry it out, these were the people who answered on the opposite line of that phone call and talked to you while you wiped your eyes and literally snot slinging in tissue. And they said, you know what? It's going to be all right. Those are the ones we set time and precious time and give appreciation to. Come through. Yes, let me move on because I really am forcing myself to make sure these are very short. All right. But I know I haven't seen you in a minute, so I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. Let's go. Now, for the Oracle deck, I just, as always, I make sure that the cards are associated with whatever we're going through right now in this moment. Because we are in Aquarius, the energy of Aquarius, and it's holding down a lot of planets, I brought out Work Your Light deck. Work Your Light deck because we are here for humanity. And the first one up is Leap. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is one of those wonderful, significant cards. Reason being is because this is no more than what I'm always teaching to whomever is listening. The way universe works, the way that the law of attraction works, the way that universal law goes. You can wish, pray, manifest all day long. You can. Be in meditation all day long. You can. But one thing is for sure, it is a two-part process. And a lot of times people forget that there is a two-sided process to go along with it. Not only are you supposed to write down your intentions or get into your manifesting energy or say your affirmations of what you're going to do nonstop, but there is also the component of action. Action. You got to meet universe halfway. Yes, you placed your order. Now do what you're supposed to do to make things happen so that you are attracting energy to meet you halfway. And one of those things is taking a leap of faith. Not only just a leap of faith, but what are you doing in preparation? You want to go on a vacation? Okay. So have you picked out a place? Have you figured out what time, what year, where you want to have this vacay? Well, how long are you going to be there? Do you have the finances? Have you already been putting some money to the side so that this will automatically be the vacation money that you're going to be using? Do you know if you're flying or if you're doing a cruise? Do you know anything? Have you set aside to know if you're going to do a little overtime for a little extra money? What are you doing to also set forth to bring this trip to you? Are you making an itinerary of your days being there at this magical place that you're planning to go to? Do you know who you're going with? Do you have your passport? Do you know the customs? Have you done some research on the customs so you know you have whatever visa or whatever paperwork you're going to need for this? Do you know what the currency is? Do you know what the exchange rate? I can go on and on and on. But these are the things to ask why. And these are the things to prep for. These are the things to set into motion as you're preparing because you're taking a leap of faith that no matter what, universe is going to meet you halfway with this trip that you've already started planning and visualizing and seeing. Oh. So remember that always. Take a leap of faith because universe is always going to meet you halfway. But you, my dear, must leap first. Come on, come through. Okay, we also have star mother, star mother. How can you mother yourself? Oh, I love this, especially because we're talking about Valentine's Day. How can you mother yourself? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm speaking to you, my dear. Are you mothering yourself? There's a lot that's been going on. Even it's only in the second month of this new year of 2024, and a lot of things have been happening. I've heard various stories of change. I've heard various stories of people who have dropped friends, associates. I have heard various stories and for various reasons why they're dropping friends and associates, not being on the same vibe, not having the same conversation, whether it's for political views, whether it's for just views of what a friendship is supposed to be and values, whether it was over money, whether it was over just personal feelings. I have heard significant amount of different reasons why people got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and so they have cut people off. Well, guess what? That was all in preparation of 2023, and now we're in 2024. And now it's a time of kind of getting into solitude, of knowing what is most important. What are your priorities? What are we doing here? But in the meantime, in between time of all of that, there's also another level of, again, it goes back to self-love. With all these major changes that are occurring right now, we have to find time to keep mothering ourselves. There are a lot of people who are dealing with colds. I had a cold that I was dealing with for over a month. I'm so grateful to say I am healthy. I am healed. I am so grateful for that. But it took me to sit down and start mothering myself. And so, are you taking time to do certain practices and routines to mother yourself? Star Mother is going ahead and asking this question, and this is an important question to ask. So please find the time to answer it. And underneath the deck, we have, what do we have? Trust the niggle. Trust the niggle. Okay, so what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? That's a crazy word. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust the niggle. So as you can see, the ladies are all holding their stomachs, their seat of intuition, not only just for their third eye, but also know it also comes from the solar plexus. It also comes from our sacral chakra, but they're more so holding for their solar plexus. And so it's that connection of also knowing that from the lower part of the sternum up in the solar plexus area is also our seat of intuition when it comes to our gut instinct and our gut intuition. So is there something niggling at you right now that you need to trust? I'm gonna make sure to go back to that and read that one. That's hollering at me, okay? I also brought out romance cards because again, I'm doing this on Valentine's Day. So, why not? Let's talk about some romance. And so the romance card comes to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Is there someone, are you waiting for someone to make a first move? Are you? Well, my dear, we are in 2024, male, female, indifferent. Whomever is on your mind that you would like to express your love to, please do. And the reason being is because we are not promised tomorrow. A lot of times we make plans thinking, oh, I'll get around to it. Oh, I'll say it next week. Oh, I'll say it next month. Oh, I'll say it next year. And it just doesn't happen because one thing is for certain. We are all on borrowed time and we do not know when we are clocking out of here. So it's always best to stay present in this moment and tell the people that you love them. Or if it's not even love, that you care for them or that you like them or you have some kind of interest. And find out if it is or it can be reciprocated because they might be feeling you, but because no one is saying anything due to fear or due to whatever the case may be, maybe saving face, too old for that. Express yourself. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, even if it's no more than meeting for a cup of coffee and inviting somebody for a cup of coffee. cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever the case may be, and just having that kind of conversation, filling somebody out and expressing an interest or love. Come on now. I love it. Come through. And we also have underneath the deck, we have children. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Ooh, that's deep. Your love life is being affected by children. Do you have kids? Nieces, nephews? Now, one thing is for sure, sometimes for those coming to me, for those who are in situations where kids are involved, a lot of times we get so wrapped up with the care of the kids or the caring of the kids, and there's always a routine that goes along with the kids that significant others don't make time for themselves. And so I'm urging you to take time to find the time to be with your significant other without the kids. Hear me when I say we love the kids. The kids are awesome. The kids are dope. But before there were kids, there was a bond. There was a connection between you and your person. Find the time to make time for you and your person. Because I have seen, I have heard, I've experienced lots of stories where everything was great until the kids came. And then there's no time for whether it's just time to speak, time for love making, time for just our quiet time of decompression because the days have been long. But now you've left your career, you left your job, and now you come home and now nobody has space to decompress, or sometimes I've heard significant others don't want to come into the house. They'll sit in their cars right around the corner just to avoid going home because they don't feel like hearing or the responsibility of taking care of their family and their kids. They just want to have a quiet time. I understand, but my heart weeps for that when a person is afraid or tired to go home to their sanctuary for fear that they would be bothered and bombarded with mom, dad, blah, 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 in the sound of children. So please find time to find the balance with the one that you love. Hire, if you got to, hire that babysitter. Find out if Nana or Pawpaw will be willing to watch the kids so you can have a nice date day. And again, it doesn't matter because it's Valentine's Day. It should be something that should be a part of a weekly, if not a monthly routine. But somehow, some way, find space and time to come back to the reasons why you fell in love and had them kids to begin with come through. Yes. And lastly, since we're talking about love, again, now let's talk about self-love. The first one up is number 13, connect with Earth. This is a beautiful thing that can be done. That doesn't require even require money. So whether it's by yourself or it's with your significant other, go out and connect with the earth. A nice, beautiful, meditative walk with one another, taking in wonderful air, listening to the birds. The birds are coming back out again. They are for the majority of these states. So go out and look at nature. Breathe together. Have a picnic outside in the grass at your local parks if it's safe and sound. Okay? Go and just if it needs just the simplest thing of going to just be around trees and being around woodland animals or your fur babies, then taking your babies out for a walk at the park. Connect to earth. If you can withstand it, take your shoes off, take your socks off, ground yourself in some grass by letting your toes wiggle with the grass, the blade of grass underneath your feet. And just taking a moment of doing deep breaths in through the nose and out. Open mouth. And doing that a couple of times to get that mojo and get all of that working. Come through. All right. Second, we have 28. We have intuition. Now, hanging out in the earth, Mother Earth, hanging out with Gaia, hanging out, connecting to earth will help build intuition. And I'm liking that this is enforcing this card of trust the niggle, okay? Because, again, it is enforcing the whole point of third eye, gut intuition, okay? And so a lot of times we need this quiet time and quiet space in order to trust the intuition. There are many a times I've heard people, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, I shoulda. Yeah, you should have, but you didn't. So now let's figure out, and that's the past. So let's figure out now from this point on what we're going to do when we hear that silent, that small, light voice tell us to do something now versus later, or go right versus left, or that sinking feeling that says something's not right with this person, and I don't like how this person is talking, and it's not making sense, and I'm getting that bad vibes. No, I don't think I want to go to that party with them, and trusting the intuition, okay? Whether you hear it, whether you see it, whether you feel it, whether you taste it in your mouth, whether you smell something is not right in the air, trust it, believe it, and follow through on it. That's the best way to strengthen it. Come through. Come on, intuition. And underneath the deck, we have 31. Look to the stars. Look to the stars. I don't know if you have a connection to the stars, but one thing is for sure, astrology is one of the longest and oldest sciences that have been out here. Because again, in order to get from point A to point B, they were using navigation for all voyages, or just knowing planting seasons based upon the stars and the luminaries and their placement in the sky. This is how I know that we're in the sun energy of Aquarius, and that we're also in Mercury, and Pluto is also in alignment and Mars is in alignment with Aquarius. This is how I know that the moon is now with Mars. And so I know that emotionally, this is a moment where emotionally we can get easily fired up or ready for action, which is why I love this Queen of Wands, because she does bring fierceness that's helping supporting by that Mars energy in Aries. And we are feeling a little selfish and wanting to take care of ourselves and being because she look, Queen of Wands, she's Miss Prissy, she's sexy, she brings it all. And that's why she's feeling herself. She's feeling herself. And so if that's the energy that you're feeling right now, I say go for it. Feel it all. Express yourself. Channel that Aries energy of fire starting, of not literally fire started, but in the sense of that inner flame within to set off and be the initiator of a plan instead of waiting for somebody to come up with the plan. If you see that they're not coming up with the plan, then screw it. Fuck it. You start the plan. You don't have to wait for someone else. You'll be the initiator. So connect to that Aries energy, and utilize that energy and use your fierceness to come up with a vision of how you want to spend this week. Come on. Or for the rest of this fabulous February. And look, matter of fact, I would like to say happy Black History Month out here. Yes. Hey, we only got 28 days, so I got to go ahead and put it out there, but express it and be a speaker and a manifester, and come out, baby, fire blazing. Do it. Don't wait. You don't have to wait for anybody. Just do it. And my loves, that could, oh, no, 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 no. I said I was going to read a couple of things. And so, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, so for Star Mother, let me read something with Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Yes. Uh-oh. Let's, ooh, hopefully. Come on now, stop that now. You know what? Okay, hold on. I don't know what just happened, but it's okay. I need you to hear me versus see me right now. So it'll come back. I'm sure it is. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what just happened here. Let me see if I wipe my camera. Hey, you know what? As long as you can still see me, be a part of it, just listen to the message. All right. So you are more held than you could possibly imagine. Ooh, I need some glasses. Oh, and we're back. How about that? You are more held than you can possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Come on with that. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love. Oh, wait, let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Come on, can't love on others until we love ourselves first. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Lift her broad arms, take away your, and let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Now, the question is, how can you mother yourself? Again, so important to have that. And I'm also going to do intuition because we have two cards supporting that. So I'm going to do intuition. And so the message with 28, which was intuition, come through. Okay. Intuition is the insight that comes before thought without thinking. It is an innate knowledge of what is in alignment with our highest good. It is the energy of the universe that directs us on our life path, nudging us towards the choices that will fuel our growth. Intuition resides within the heart and goes beyond logic or reason. Its messages are shared without judgment or a need to be defined. Reinforce intuition's essential role in maintaining your well being and connection to the spiritual realm by listening to it and acting upon it regularly. Keep track of when you receive an intuitive message and how often it turns out to be right, either by making a mental note or writing it down. As you notice the trend of your intuition as a guiding force, you'll come to trust it more and more. So the journal prompt here is recall a time when you intuitively knew something was a bad idea. This is what I just talked about, but ignored your intuition. How can you learn from this experience? And the mantra is I listen to my intention. No, I'm sorry. I listen to my intuition as it leads me on my highest path. I say this again. I listen to my intuition as it leads me on my highest path. Come on now. And that's 28, which becomes a 10, which then becomes a 1. Come on. I love it. And so, tapping into that, my dears, like I said, trying to keep this as short as possible, short and sweet. I would like to say, wait, hold on, I'm missing oh my goodness, how did I do that? Oh, here it is. Uh, I've made some changes around in my room. I got a new desk. I'm loving it very much so. And so because of that, I had to move some rocks and my stones and my crystals. But one thing is for sure, as always, I would like to say thank you again for listening, being a part of this community. Please again, reiterating, share, subscribe to help support the channel, to support me, your clarity queen. All information when you are ready for when you want your booking, all you have to do is hit that link and create your booking down below. I do want to say that I did enjoy myself this last 2 weekends. I've met my guru. I've met shaman. I've met a shaman. I've met healers, seers, thinkers, innovators. I've met science, people of logic. I've met so many different spiritual workers and healers over these last 2 weekends with the expos and the fairs that I've been to. And I'm so glad that I learned so much that I get to share more with you as I continue with my journey. I'm in the process of taking NLP classes, and I'm loving each and every moment of it. And I say all that to say that, again, this is the second month of 2024. And so please utilize this time to learn something, share something for the betterment, since we are in the age of Aquarius, for the betterment of not only yourself, but for also humanity. We are a tribe. We are a bunch of high vibrational people once we get a collective together. And whether or not you're using your insight, your intuition, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, or whether it's just coming in and acknowledging God and sorts itself, utilize your connectedness, utilize your mental capacity of learning and sharing with others what you have learned, your resources, and what you've learned to practice and to do. This is the moment of change, and it is a domino effect, and we are the change. Television, movies, news, a lot of stuff is politics, a lot of stuff is happening right now. And I really want to reiterate something that I did learn over the weekend. It is up to us to decide whether we're going to tune into reality TV every night, every day, and listen and intake this music or these shows and this music or movies. And again, the news and this politics, right? The politics that are going on right now. And if it's leaving you in a vibration that's lower than what you intended, for instance, you started today high vibing, and then you start watching TV, you start watching the news, and now all of a sudden you're angry. I need you to question, why are you doing it to yourself? There's nothing wrong with staying abreast, if you must stay abreast of what's going on. Then please be selective about what you're watching, be selective of who you're listening to, be selective of other stuff that you are taking in, because our emotional bodies, our nervous systems, I even learned how the reason there is a plethora of scary movies, if you haven't noticed, it's because it keeps our nervous system reactive in the flight or flight mode. And believe it or not, that causes a wreck on our nervous system, because now you're jumpy for no reason, because you keep watching all these movies that have got you. And again, it keeps you in a state of fear, worry, suspense, concern. So please, I am begging. I'm not even begging. I'm just sending out positive energy to be more selective of what you are taking in on a daily basis. And if you have children, please be careful of what they are listening and watching, because they are the most vulnerable right now, and their nervous systems and physical and emotional bodies are building as we speak at a younger age. I'm a firm believer this is the time where you should be learning more meditative states versus what Cardi B and Blueface and Krishan Rock and them are doing at this time, or what scary movie is out right now, or what video game is getting more kills. These are the things that we must be concerned about. So that was just my little tidbit of information sharing out there for the world. I have a platform, and I am a voice in this world, just like you are a voice in this world. And because I love and send love to everyone, and I'm in a business of love, I must give out love, whether that's in knowledge, whether that is in the wisdom that I've learned and picked up through life, or whether that's the downloads that I get from my spirit guides to you. And so, mwah, as always, I want you to know to please continue to shine your light. I'm a firm believer if everyone wants to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light, no one would be in darkness, because you never know who you may inspire. It's a domino effect. And so when you're in a high vibe, even see today, if you're going out this today or tomorrow, whatever the date is, go out high vibey and just see how the domino effect happens and how much goodness comes to you or your way. You might get a free dessert, or just a free smile, someone just make your day, crack a joke, or just anything. So Yes, be the light. Shine your light. And until next time, continue to love on yourself because you, my dear, are worthy. Yes. And until the next one, which is again full moon in Virgo. That's my rising sign come through, which is happening, I think, on the 19th. I do believe on the 19th, but all information will be down below. And remember, book your personal clarity report down below by hitting your clarity queen. Mwah! Take care, my dears, and bye, beautiful spirit. Mwah. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Black History Month. That's what's up. Bye.